Department of Transportation unveils plans to reconstruct and widen Harrison Avenue from 9th Street to Kishwaukee Street to improve road conditions and modernize intersections. The project will include replacing pavement, sidewalks, curbs, and gutters, along with a new multi-use path, storm sewers, and updated traffic signals and lighting as well. IDOT is now inviting the public to review the plans and provide feedback on the project. This is part of the Rebuild Illinois program, which is investing $33.2 billion to enhance transportation infrastructure across the state, including roads, bridges, and safety features.
The reason why we do these public meetings is to try and get that critical information, make sure that we're trying to build the best product we can for in front of your houses, your businesses, that we're addressing what needs to be addressed.